Pods. Phylum Chordata. Subphylum Craniata. Tetrapods. 4 feet. Class Amphibia. Salamanders. Frogs. Caecilians. 3 living orders. Differences between living in water and living on land. Oxygen, density, temperature and other habitat changes. Modern amphibians. Most have aquatic larvae and terrestrial adults. Senses shift from a lateral line, like fish, to smell and hearing. Mostly generalist predators. Skin thin and moist. Not waterproof. Some or all breathing through skin. 3-chambered heart. Subphylum Craniata. Superclass Gnathostomata. Class Amphibia. Order Anura. Frogs and toads. Found on all continents except Antarctica. Tail, gills, herbivorous mouthparts. No legs. Hatch into aquatic larvae with fin-like carnivorous adult. Never have a permanently aquatic form. Metamorphose into terrestrial, tailless. Subphylum Craniata. Superclass Gnathostomata. Class Amphibia. Order Anura. Frogs and toads. African clawed frog. Xenopus sp. Subphylum Craniata. Superclass Gnathostomata. Class Amphibia. Order Anura. Frogs and toads. Goliath frog. Conrau Goliath. Subphylum Craniata. Superclass Gnathostomata. Class Amphibia. Order Anura. Frogs and toads. Pacific tree frog. Pseudacris regula. Sierran chorus frog. Pseudacris sierra. Western chorus frog. Pseudacris triseriata. Subphylum Craniata. Superclass Gnathostomata. Class Amphibia. Order Anura. Frogs and toads. American bullfrog. Lithopus catsbienus. Subphylum Craniata. Superclass Gnathostomata. Class Amphibia. Order Anura. Frogs and toads. Western toad. Anlixirus boreas. Formerly Buphoboreas. Subphylum Craniata. Superclass Gnathostomata. Class Amphibia. Order Anura. Frogs and toads. Leopard frog. Rhonopipines. Subphylum Craniata. Superclass Gnathostomata. Class Amphibia. Order Anura. Frogs and toads. Frog life cycle. Subphylum Craniata. Superclass Gnathostomata. Class Amphibia. Order Anura. Frogs and toads. Dorsal side. Subphylum Craniata. Superclass Gnathostomata. Class Amphibia. Order Anura. Frogs and toads. Ventral side. Frog skull diagram. This is a better frog skull diagram than you have in figures 14.24, really 8.24 and 8.25 in Van de Graaff and Crowley. You are only responsible for the bones listed in Van de Graaff and Crowley. Dorsal side. Ventral side. Subphylum Craniata. Superclass Gnathostomata. Class Amphibia. Order Urodela or Caudata. Salamanders. Bullet. Nearly all in northern hemisphere carnivores on worms. Anthropods. Most metamorphose from aquatic larvae to terrestrial adults. Salamanders lay eggs in soil. Hatch out to tiny terrestrial forms. No lungs and no gills. Direct development. Some terrestrial. Subphylum Craniata. Superclass Gnathostomata. Class Amphibia. Order Urodela or Caudata. Salamanders. California slender salamander. Alumnus salamander. Batrachosups attenuates. California endemic. Subphylum Craniata. Superclass Gnathostomata. Class Amphibia. Order Urodela or Caudata. Salamanders. California newt or orange. Duricha turosa. Belly newt. California endemic. Subphylum Craniata. Superclass Gnathostomata. Class Amphibia. Order Urodela or Caudata. Salamanders. California tiger salamander and Bistom californians. California endemic. Subphylum Craniata. Superclass Gnathostomata. Class Amphibia. Order Urodela or Caudata. Salamanders. China. Giant salamander, Andros davidianus. Subphylum Craniata. Superclass Gnathostomata. Class Amphibia. Order Apoda. Caecilians. Apoda equals no feet. Asia. Tropical forests of South America, Africa. Small eyes. Most species are blind. Other invertebrates. Underground predators on earthworms and subphylum Craniata, superclass, Gnathostomata, class, Amphibia, order, Apoda, Caecilians, subphylum, Craniata, superclass, Gnathostomata, class, Reptilia, snakes, lizards, turtles, tortoises, crocodiles, alligators, caimans, synapsids, opening, mammals, diapsids, openings, archosaurs, dinosaurs, plesiosaurs, ichthyosaurs, birds, lizards, snakes. 3 lineages evolved from stemamnids, anapsids, no opening, turtles, stemamniotes. Subphylum, Craniata, superclass, Gnathostomata, class, Reptilia, subclass, Anapsida, order, Testudens, equals Chelonia, turtles and tortoises, subphylum, Craniata, superclass, Gnathostomata, class, Reptilia, subclass, Anapsida, order, Testudens, equals Chelonia, turtles and tortoises. In general, turtles are aquatic or semi-aquatic, while tortoises are terrestrial, like our desert tortoise, red-eared slider, Trachima scripta, desert tortoise, Gopherus agassizii, green sea turtle, Cheloniomydos, subphylum, Craniata, superclass, Gnathostomata, class, Reptilia, subclass, Anapsida, order, Testudens, equals Chelonia, turtles and tortoises, green sea turtle, Cheloniomydos, subphylum, Craniata, superclass, Gnathostomata, class, Reptilia, subclass, Anapsida, order, Testudens, equals Chelonia, turtles and tortoises. Gala, combining acute accent, Pagos giant tortoise, Elanoidus nigra, subphylum, Craniata, superclass, Gnathostomata, class, Reptilia, subclass, Anapsida, order, Testudens, equals Chelonia, turtles and tortoises. What bones in a turtle tortoise make up the shell of the animal, subphylum, Craniata, superclass, Agnatha, class, Reptilia, subclass, Anapsida, order, Testudens, equals Chelonia, turtles and tortoises. What bones in a turtle tortoise make up the shell of the animal, subphylum, Craniata, superclass, Agnatha, class, Reptilia, subclass, Anapsida, order, Testudens, equals Chelonia, turtles and tortoises. What bones in a turtle tortoise make up the shell of the animal, subphylum, Craniata, superclass, Gnathostomata, class, Reptilia, subclass, Anapsida, order, Testudens, equals Chelonia, turtles and tortoises. A proto-modern turtles. This animal had no carapace but did have a turtle claustron. It also had odontochelas from the Triassic. Unlike outside the rib cage like all scapulas, modern turtles have other cage and jaws with teeth. Modern turtles have a jaw with a keratinized sheath but no teeth. Tetrapods, scapulas, inside a rib, class, subclass, Reptilia, Anapsida, subphylum, order. Testudens, equals Chelonia, Craniata, superclass. Gnathostomata. What bones in a turtle tortoise make up the shell of the animal, subphylum, Craniata, superclass, Gnathostomata, class, Reptilia, subclass, Diapsida, snakes, lizards, crocodiles, alligators, caimans, subphylum, Craniata, superclass, Gnathostomata, class, Reptilia, subclass, Diapsida, order, Squamata, snakes and lizards. Nearly all living reptile species, 95%, are squamates. The skulls of these reptiles are kinetic. This means that both the upper and lower jaws are movable relative to the cranial portion of the skull. Subphylum, Craniata, superclass, Gnathostomata, class, Reptilia, subclass, Diapsida, order, Squamata, suborder, soil lizards, California legless lizard. These lizards live in loose soil or leaf litter, usually in coastal California and Baja. They eat invertebrates, i.e. beetles, termites, ants, and spiders. Leglessness has evolved independently in many families of lizards. Note the differences between legless lizards and snakes. All lizards have movable eyelids, external ear openings, and lack the broad belly scales of snakes. Northern California legless lizard, Aniella pulchra, subphylum, Craniata, superclass, Gnathostomata, class, Reptilia, subclass, Diapsida, order, Squamata, suborder. Sort of lizards, western whiptail. This lizard gets its name from its extremely long slender tail, which it does not use as a whip. It is a very active lizard hunting for bugs under the litter. Many species in this genus have no males. Western whiptail, Nemedophorus tigris, subphylum, Craniata, superclass, Gnathostomata, class, Reptilia, subclass, Diapsida, order, Squamata, suborder. Sort of lizards, southern alligator lizard. This is a cool habitat species, preferring streamside and shaded areas. As its name implies, it is quite ferocious. When threatened, it gapes widely baring its teeth. Southern alligator lizard, Elgeria multicarinata, subphylum, Craniata, superclass, Gnathostomata, class, Reptilia, subclass, Diapsida, order, Squamata, suborder. Sort of lizards, side blotch lizards. One of our two most common lizards. It has a distinctive purple-black blotch under each armpit. Common side-blotched lizard, Utis densburiana, subphylum, Craniata, superclass, Gnathostomata, class, Reptilia, subclass, Diapsida, order, Squamata, suborder. Sort of lizards, western fence lizards. One of our two most common lizards. It is also called the blue belly. The males especially have ventrolateral longitudinal patches of cobalt blue. Western fence lizard, Celoporus occidentalis, subphylum, Craniata, superclass, Gnathostomata, class, Reptilia, subclass, Diapsida, order, Squamata, suborder. Sort of lizards. This is what Charles Darwin saw when he first landed on the Galapagos Islands. Those are two Galapagos iguanas. The one with the dorsal spines is the marine iguana, while the other is the land iguana. Land iguana, marine iguana, subphylum, Craniata, superclass, Gnathostomata, class, Reptilia, subclass, Diapsida, order, Squamata, suborder. Sort of lizards, Komodo, dragon, Varanus komodoensis, subphylum, Craniata, superclass, Gnathostomata, class, Reptilia, subclass, Diapsida, order, Squamata, suborder. Sort of lizards. Note the warning coloration. This is the only venomous lizard native to the continental U.S. Gila monster. Eryderma suspectum, subphylum, Craniata, superclass, Gnathostomata, class, Reptilia, subclass, Diapsida, order, Squamata, suborder. Sort of lizards, collared lizard, Bradophytus collaris, subphylum, Craniata, superclass, Gnathostomata, class, Reptilia, subclass, Diapsida, order, Squamata, suborder. Serpent snakes, common king snake. This snake is predatory on other reptiles as well as mice. It is immune to rattlesnake venom and eats rattlers. Common king snake, Lamprepeltis gedula, sub. Subphylum, Craniata, superclass, Gnathostomata, class, Reptilia, subclass, Diapsida, order, Squamata, suborder. Serpent snakes, gopher snake, may be our most common snake. It is often mistaken for a rattler by the ignorant. When it encounters humans, it occasionally coils up, displays its somewhat diamond pattern, rattles its pointed, black and white banded tail, and hisses loudly. This mimicry behavior is often detrimental to the snake, as it receives a shovel on the head. As its name implies, it eats gophers and a wide variety of rodents, so it is an extremely beneficial snake. Pacific gopher snake, Pichuophis catenifer, snake skeleton, subphylum, Craniata, superclass, Gnathostomata, class, Reptilia, subclass, Diapsida, order, Squamata, suborder. Serpent snakes, four-legged snake, Tetrapodophis amplectus, fossil from Brazilian Cretaceous, 110 million years old. Detail of hind legs. Subphylum, Craniata, Superclass, Gnathostomata, Class, Reptilia, Subclass, Diapsida, Order, Squamata, Suborder. Serpent snakes, artist's impression of Tetrapodophes amplectus, which retained 4 limbs, each with 5 digits, in an elongated body with 160 precaudal vertebrae. Based on Cretaceous fossil, 110 million years old. Subphylum, Craniata, Superclass, Gnathostomata, Class, Reptilia, Subclass, Diapsida, Order, Rhinocosphalia, Tuatara. This is the highly endangered tuatara native to New Zealand. Tuatars are the sole surviving species of a group of reptiles that flourished during the Mesozoic. Northern Tuatara, Sphinodon, Punctatus. Subphylum, Craniata, Superclass, Gnathostomata, Class, Reptilia, Subclass, Diapsida, Order, Rhinocosphalia tuatara. Notice the obvious 2 holes on each half of the skull behind the orbits, labeled upper and lower temporal fenestra. This primitive reptile clearly shows the ancestral morphology of a diapsid skull. Subphylum, Craniata, Superclass, Gnathostomata, Class, Reptilia, Subclass, Diapsida, Order, Crocodilia crocodiles, alligators, and caimans. In the southeastern U.S., we have alligators, and this is what most people see and encounter. There is one species of crocodile that is found at the tip of Florida. American crocodile, Crocodilus acutus. American alligator, Alligator mississippiensis. Subphylum, Craniata, Superclass, Gnathostomata, Class, Reptilia, Subclass, Diapsida, Order, Crocodilia crocodiles, alligators, and caimans. This is the skull of a saltwater crocodile, Crocodilus porosus, the largest living reptile. Males can weigh up to 1,000 kilograms and grow up to 6 meter long. These animals live from northern Australia across Indonesia to the Southeast Asia. Note the diapsid condition of the skull. Saltwater crocodile, Crocodilus porosus.